Have you been waiting for God to speak? Waiting for a clear sign, a direction, a voice that says, "This is the way, walk in it." You've prayed, you've cried, you've sat in silence, but it still feels like God hasn't answered. But what if God already did, and you just didn't recognize it? We often think God will speak through a dream, a booming voice, or a dramatic miracle. But His voice is often like a whisper in the morning breeze. Quiet, gentle, consistent. Sometimes it shows up in a Bible verse. Sometimes it's in something a friend says. Sometimes it's a deep knowing in your spirit. 1 Kings 19:12 tells us God wasn't in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. Maybe what you've been missing isn't God's voice, but how He chose to speak. Think back. Has a certain verse been coming up again and again lately? Has a specific thought or feeling stayed with you longer than expected? Have you felt a strange peace, even if you couldn't explain why? That may very well have been God speaking. He doesn't force His voice on us. He leads with gentle love. Psalm 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." It's not a spotlight, it's a lamp. God reveals one step at a time, not the entire map. You may feel like God is far away, but the truth is, He's never left. What you need isn't more signs, but more faith to believe. He has spoken, and He doesn't take it back. Romans 10:17 reminds us, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. Sometimes we don't lack a word from God. We just haven't slowed down enough to listen, or we're too afraid to believe it's really for us. You don't need another miracle, because the Bible in your hand is the greatest voice of God you'll ever receive. Every verse, every promise, every page, it's for you right now. When you open Scripture with an open heart, you'll realize something profound. You are not alone. God has already entered your situation. He's already spoken. You just didn't know the whisper came from Him. It's not about waiting anymore. It's about walking. That verse, that peace, that prompting, it's not random. James 1:22 tells us, "Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says." God has already spoken. You've already heard it. Now take the step, even if it's small. Every step of obedience leads to His blessing. My friend, stop wondering if God will speak to you. He already has. He's been walking with you this entire time. He's spoken through His Word, His Spirit, His people. If you're feeling lost, open the Bible again. If you're unsure, return to the last thing He said. God has already spoken into your situation. Now, it's your turn to believe.